Today I want to talk about something really important, the fear of change. This ties in a lot with the last video about breakups because after a breakup, often the real challenge isn't just dealing with the loss but facing a new reality, a change that can be really scary. I'd like to divide this into several parts, starting with the first. Change is scary and that's natural. We're wired to cling to what we know, to what feels familiar. When a relationship ends, for instance, we're not just losing a person, we're also letting go of a routine, a vision for the future, and a sense of security. Facing change means stepping into the unknown, into an uncertainty that can feel intimidating. But change is also a signal that we're moving forward, that we're leaving behind what no longer serves us. Have you ever noticed how change often comes right when we need it the most? Part 2. What does change have to do with growth? Think about this. If every time we face change we just ran from it, how much would we be missing out on? Right now, you might feel that the discomfort is too much, that you'd be better off if things just went back to how they were. But that comfort zone doesn't lead to growth. Just like after a breakup where we learn to heal and rediscover ourselves, change is an opportunity to evolve. A lot of us have gone through times when we had to face change. And while it's scary at first, the results are often amazing. Change lets us rediscover parts of ourselves that we may have ignored or forgotten. Personally, I felt fear, and to be honest, laziness when creating this video and this YouTube channel. Fear because I don't know if it will work, and laziness because it's something that takes time and effort. But here I am, wanting to make a change, to do something new, to improve. That's what change is about. It has nothing to do with a breakup, but it's related to moving forward even when you don't feel like it. Part 3. Change is a process of 1,000 steps, taken one at a time. It's important to remember that change doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and every step counts. So when you're facing change, whether it's after a breakup or for any other reason, my advice is to see it as a series of small steps. You don't need all the answers today, you just need the courage to take that first step. How do we do that? First, identify what it is about this change that scares you the most. Then, start facing that fear little by little. If you're afraid of being alone after a breakup, start by working on strengthening your relationship with yourself. Take the time to get to know yourself, to understand your needs, your dreams, and your passions. I think this is the best way to explain it. You can only go slow. You can try to rush through change and improvement, but often rushing is tied to anxiety. Trying to change yourself while battling anxiety can lead to a breakdown, forcing you to start over. Anxiety is one of the reasons we crave immediate results, but as I've said before, this process takes 1,000 steps, and the only way to complete it is to take those steps one at a time. What do I mean by steps? I already mentioned it. Start by improving your relationship with yourself. That's one step. Then figure out your goals and what you really want. That's another step. Little by little, you move forward. Part 4. The reward after the struggle. This is where it gets good, the reward after the struggle. Because yes, you will suffer during every process, and this one is no exception. I'd even say this is one of the hardest processes, changing, because you're stepping into something you've never experienced before. But it also comes with the rewards you've been working for. Remember, on the other side of fear, there's always a reward. Because change is what allows us to grow, to discover new parts of ourselves, and to open up to opportunities we might never have imagined. Just like breakups teach us to love and value ourselves, change teaches us resilience and helps us trust in our ability to adapt. Yes, the path might be hard and the uncertainty heavy, but if we keep going, we'll end up in a better place, and that place can't compare to anything we've left behind. A simple metaphor. No matter how comfortable your shoes are, at some point they'll wear out and you'll have to replace them. You'll have to wear new ones, and at first, they'll be uncomfortable. Over time, the shoes will adjust to your feet and you'll start feeling comfortable again. But at the beginning, it will be uncomfortable. That's what change feels like. It's annoying at first, but eventually you'll get used to it. I hope these insights help you see change in a different way, and as always, I'd love to hear from you. What's the most challenging change you faced? What did you learn from it? Let me know in the comments, and please stay happy.